united under the genus Canis, from the majestic grey wolf to the most beloved domestic dog. They hold the key to unraveling the marvels of nature's diversity. I'm Budget David Attenborough, and together... You really thought I was gonna talk like that the whole time? I mean, come on, man. I wouldn't put you to sleep. That is Mr. Fedosian's job. Just kidding, Mr. Fedosian. You are a great teacher. Please do not fail me. So as I said just now, we will be diving into the fascinating topic of how wolves evolved into the lovable dogs we have today. Going by the name of Canis familiaris, dogs are the first domesticated species. Recent scientific breakthroughs have challenged our long-held belief that dogs descended directly from grey wolves, even though dogs and grey wolves share 99% of their DNA. They even perceive each other as part of the same group and have been known to mate. With that being said, the common dog, or Canis familiaris, is actually not directly descended from the grey wolf, Canis lupus, but were actually identified from an unknown species of wolf that scientists are actually not able to identify. But how did this remarkable bond between humans and dogs happen? Well, the answer to this question remains a mystery. Anyways, here are two popular scientific backed theories as to why this domestication occurred. Theory 1. Coincidental scavenging. According to some information provided by Scientific American, wolves most likely started following people for the same reason that ants trail into our kitchens, or children beg their parents for McDonald's, to take advantage of a nutritional resource that we create from our waste, aka our trash. What? Over time, the wolves that came to the camp started to lose their fear of humans and vice versa, leading to the start of a mutually beneficial relationship. Theory 2. Intentional provision. The second theory, using information from both newscientist.com and Bio1, is that dogs may have become domesticated because our ancestors had more meat than they could eat. Anyways, hunter-gatherers around the world usually got around 30% of their annual calories from animals and 70% from plants. Starch granules from plants on fossil teeth and stone tools have been found, which suggest humans may have been eating grains for at least 100,000 years. Dogs, on the other hand, have genetic evidences that suggest they diverged from their wolf ancestors between 27,000 and 40,000 years ago. That is way after humans first ate plants, making it clear they were likely not in competition with each other, which is what many actually presume. During the Ice Age, hunter-gatherers may have actually shared any surplus food they got with wolves, which would eventually become their pets. Dr. Lahiten of newscientist.com actually suggests that they may have taken an orphan wolf pups, possibly viewing them like pets and not really having any long-term goal in mind. Dog-human coevolution may have resulted in shared existence as hybrid pack families. The tamed wolves would have later proved to be useful hunting partners, reinforcing domestication. Also, according to bio1.com, the term person is not necessarily equivalent to human, meaning the modern Western categories that separate humans, animals, and nature are not necessarily universal and may not have been applicable to hunter-gatherers. That would mean that hunter-gatherers could potentially have viewed wolf pups as just a random living organism and would not have made the cognitive connection that this is something different. Although there are many differing theories in the domestication of wolves, one thing is certain: dogs are a product of artificial selection. What is artificial selection? Well, artificial selection is a process by which humans choose individual organisms with certain phenotypic trait values for breeding to produce certain results and or bring out certain traits. Whew, that was kind of a lot, wasn't it? Well, basically it means that, for example, if you want to produce an NBA player, you can take two really tall people and then, anyways. Hopefully you get yourself the next Yao Ming. This is generally done through inbreeding a population in which closely related animals, such as siblings, parents, and offspring, are repeatedly mated, which is concerning. artificial selection has also changed the behavior of organisms such as dogs. It has caused them to help humans and to be our companions. For example, golden retrievers or German shepherds. Something that's really interesting in the behavioral change between wolf to dog is that dogs follow orders. For example, they know when to stop, they know how to paw, they can listen to basic commands. Wolves, on the other hand, may understand your command, but like a teenager who just hit puberty, won't care and will disregard it if it feels like it. Behavioral changes like this are interesting because the wolf was not necessarily friendly and may have acted hostile towards some hunter-gatherer humans.
As much as we want to say that we love our canine companions, humans have actually not been treating the wolves the best. Up through the 1800s, humans nearly eliminated the natural prey of the gray wolf, including deer, buffalo, and elk. This led wolves to hunt expanding livestock holdings. To protect the livestock from being killed by the gray wolves, they were hunted, poisoned, and trapped. When the gray wolf was poisoned, the contaminated carcass was left to transmit poison to the other animals in the environment, such as the bald eagle. This continued as agricultural grazing expanded until the gray wolf was nearly extinct in 48 states. The gray wolf was put on the endangered species list in 1967 and protected by the Endangered Species Act in 1973. Pollution has also had a detrimental effect on wolves, as other animals that they eat are dying due to the uninhabitable habitats. Climate change is also a major contributor to the decline of the wolf population, as change in the environment temperatures cause prey to change, die out, or migrate, which can make finding food difficult for wolves. Now that I sort of guilt-tripped you into feeling bad for wolves, here are some things that you can do to help them. The first thing that you can do is to not litter and to recycle, because, as I said earlier, pollution is really bad for them. You can also reduce your carbon footprint by using the bus more often, or biking or walking. Another thing you can do is help by advocating for certain areas to remain undomesticated and uncivilized, and volunteer for environmental organizations near you, maybe doing some fundraisers and donating proceeds.
This leads us to the nearly indisputable fact that dogs became docile and bonded to humans with the help of a chemical called oxytocin. Oxytocin is a social reward hormone which acts as a chemical messenger to help regulate the relational behavior between organisms, such as a mother and her offspring, family members or friends, and monogamous partners. The origin of the oxytocin signaling system is thought to date back more than 600 million years and are present in most vertebrates, including mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. But not all animals express oxytocin neuropeptides. A study done by researchers in Japan found that the amount of oxytocin release was directly correlated to the amount of dog time spent staring at their caretaker. Wanting to further test this, another study investigated oxytocin reactivity in both dogs and owners, following a positive social reaction with each other or a familiar partner. Results showed neither the familiarity with the partner nor the type of interaction affected the oxytocin reactivity in either dogs or owners. This information demonstrates how humans and wolves could have created a bond by staring at each other, because consuming the excess food of humans would have made for a positive reaction. Referring back to the theories said earlier, if the wolves did venture into human camps and became accustomed to them, they could have possibly come into eye contact with them, creating a subconscious bond with humans. That is one of the main differences between wolves and dogs, as wolves do not gaze to communicate, which could be why they don't submit or listen to commands. So, if you like someone and want to get them to like you back, just ask them if they want to have a staring contest. Who knows? Maybe the oxytocin could help you. 'Cause I know I couldn't. Anyways.
One famous task that dogs are known to do is tracking. Whether they're helping police or helping scientists find and conserve endangered animals, this is one really useful thing that they have done, which plays a crucial role in our society. Dogs can also act as bodyguards and can warn people if there's danger nearby. This can help protect homes from robbers, or can be used to assist blind people walking. Dogs can also be used to help cure people's anxiety, as it can provide people with their daily dose of oxytocin if they are not getting it from other people. Dogs have also been used to herd cattle for centuries and have been first utilized in the 1570s till now. This has helped farmers and shepherds keep their livestock safe from predators and has also saved money by replacing a hired hand in watching over the sheep or cattle.
Ooh, that was a lot of information. So to summarize everything I just said, dogs and wolves are of the same genus Canis, but they're not the same species, with wolves ranging from the gray wolf, which is Canis lupus, to the Arctic wolf, which is Canis arctos, and they are not domesticated and do not obey orders. Opposed to dogs, just kind of all fall under the category Canis familiaris. They also obey orders and are the first domestic and artificially selected species. Also, there are two popular theories about how wolves evolved into dogs. The first stating that humans intentionally gave wolves excess meat due to the humans' ability to only absorb so much protein, and that humans also took care of the cubs as their own. The second theory being that wolves just ate the trash that humans left unintentionally around their camps and then became accustomed to them, eventually forming a relationship. Both theories involve the release of oxytocin in both wolves and humans through gaze. This, therefore, correlates to the first domestication of wolves to have started through a mutual connection through this chemical before humans started to use artificial selection to make wolves with certain desirable traits. That basically summarizes everything I said, so thanks for watching my bio project, and I hope you have a greater understanding of the long and hard artificially selected journey of our man's second best friend. See ya!